Game day.
Hi again, it's us.
Welcome back.
Daniel's
everybody.
back. I'm back. We
Paul.
actually happened.
No.
We actually happened to wear the exact same clothes at the exact
right.
same time of day to play games, even though this is completely different.
For a different time, place, day. Same cats though.
Same cats.
They're here.
Daniel, he's got his own YouTube channel. You guys should check out.
Too.
What's it called?
Captain Bergerson.
Captain Bergerson. Like
As
Captain.
in, there's the captain. That's actually a burger.
We're playing Scott Pilgrim versus the World. This
The
time
game.
I actually have. Yes, it's true. It does say specifically the game.
Complete edition.
Complete edition.
Limited run.
So I think this means
And
that
Knuckles.
any DLCs and everything
Yeah,
came with it all because it's the complete edition.
it is.
This is supposedly a very fun and entertaining game. I think mostly my butt's in the shot.
Yes.
A little butt.
The beat 'em up sort of category or genre, I should say, of games is a little niche, but fun times can be had.
Here's what I find with beat 'em ups. Is you want to play them with other people. Playing a solo beat 'em up is kind of a slog, I find. But when you're doing couch co-op or even, I guess, probably online multiplayer, it's so much of a better experience. Like, I was playing Streets of Rage 2, even actually on game day. I played it twice, one by myself and one with Paul, and the difference was just like...
Oh, no doubt. You've watched the movie Scott Pilgrim, right? Did you ever
I
read the
have.
books?
I did. A little bit. I didn't finish them.
I liked them
Because
a lot,
my
actually.
friend who I was living with at the time, he had a bunch of them, but it only went up to a certain number, and he was getting more, but then we stopped living together. And
I think I borrowed the books from him too, because I own the first book, but not the others. And I'm
okay.
pretty sure I borrowed them from him to read. But I like that the game here has the books sort of art style carried over.
Totally, yeah. Even though I think it came out around the same time as the
As the movie.
yeah.
Oh, hello.
Oh,
Hello
Charles is
there.
coming in. Oh yeah. By the way,
You're a
sometimes
good
he
boy.
comes in for hugs, and you just have to. You just see there it is. There,
Aw.
there it is.
That's nice.
Charles hugs.
Snowy Toronto.
I do love that it's like unashamed Canadian. Like usually a lot of Canadian content kind of pretends that it's American.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, there you
so
go.
wise your punches, bees your jumps. All right, Wallace was the right choice.
Now we're talking. Great, yeah.
Yeah.
How do you run?
Because when you're like standing, you just
Oh.
kind of like dash on the stick. There.
Oh, I can pick him up and bash his head in. Look at that.
Okay, that's awesome.
Oh, I feel like very violent right now.
Guy threw a trash can at me.
How do I throw him though? Can I throw him?
Can you? Okay, how'd you do that? It's like R or something?
I gotta be honest. This is how I am with a lot of beat 'em ups. Is I don't know how I do things. I just.
Oh, I got some quarters. I like that they're Canadian coins too. That's great.
It's a nice touch. Yeah.
Oh shit, there's a bat here. Can I pick this up?
I mean, why would there be a bat here there if you couldn't?
But I just jump over it. Come on, Wallace, pick it up. Pick up the bat.
When this came out, this game originally came out when the movie came out.
Right, so it's pretty old.
But I was removed from eShop for lots of copyright reasons or licensing reasons and stuff like that. Meow. I hear ya. So it disappeared for a long time. Fairly, they finally got those things resolved. Limited Run got its pause on the rights for physical distribution, which is great because a lot of people were just super disappointed that you couldn't, because it was a digital only game.
Yeah.
You just couldn't. You couldn't have it. You couldn't. It's like once it was off the shop, it was off the shop.
Ooh. Oh my god, I got run over by a bus!
I hate it when that happens. So apparently, this game was the most successful limited run set out there. Like they at least at that point in time, yeah, it was. Because do you know how their whole thing works? Is you basically pre-order everything.
Yeah, I think you told me.
Yeah. So
the other ones you
yeah.
got.
So basically, you pre-order it. They make it to demand, and then that's it. That's all they make. So
That's all she wrote.
I also have coming my way the vinyl soundtrack to the game.
And you got that Castlevania set from them too, right? You said?
Yeah. I got to lie. I'm having to cut back on my limited run games, but they keep releasing things that I like, so that's a problem.
That's fair. That's fair.
But it does add up, especially since it's all American dollars plus American shipping.
Oh, that American shipping.
It doesn't make any sense that I can import something from Europe for cheaper than I can import it from the United States. It's so funny that, like, you know, this is This just looks so fun and goofy, but like if this kind of thing was going down in real life, they're like cops would have to be called.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
This is extreme violence here. You know, smashing people's faces in with glass bottles and baseball bats.
Listen, get out of here with your emo haircuts. I had that haircut. It's out of style now.
It was definitely. It was in style for a while.
It was for a while.
It was, but yeah, it was never. I was never a fan personally. No offense to you.
No, I mean in hindsight, I look back and like you see old photos and you're like, it's the gallery of regretted.
Well, you know, there's a point where it looked all right, and then you just kept growing it.
Yeah.
And and I was like, whew, Dano. But the thing is, you couldn't tell you. Like there was no getting to you.
You did tell me.
No, I know, but
I couldn't tell you as if you didn't harass me about it.
No, okay. So what I mean is, there's no way to get you to listen.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah, that's correct. Well, because that would make me want to cut my hair less. I would say.
No, I think, and the thing is that rings true. As also a little brother.
As a teenager.
Yeah, and as a little brother, last thing you want to do is like listen to your older brother. That's not what you do. And I still have that attitude sometimes, where if people are really badgering me about doing something, I am less likely to do this now.
Yeah, totally.
And it's
just how it is, man. It's pretty good.
Oh, it's a kitty.
Oh, hopefully that one doesn't attack us like those dogs did.
Hey, those are bad doggies.
Those were not good boys.
Yeah, which is always tough to say about dogs, because most of them are very good boys.
Most of the time.
But sometimes if they're being told to be bad dogs, they're gonna be bad dogs.
I guess they're being good boys in that they're doing what they're told.
Yeah.
They're doing the good boy for the wrong reason.
Or they're being bad boys for a good reason?
Can I pet the cat? That's the question.
Oh. We can pause.
Alright. Insufficient disk space. Oh no.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta delete some stuff.
Yeah. We're gonna just sit there for a second. Man, it feels good to be continuing this game after only a few minutes.
And a quick costume wardrobe change.
I just had to go get a haircut.
This is very quick.
Yeah, just a quick haircut. The technical difficulties are for real frustrating.
This game is actually called Scott Pilgrim versus Doug's Laptop.
Yes.
And it's a losing battle.
I'll say. Oof. Ooh. Oh, so bright. It's so bright it like knocks us. So we're against the paparazzi. I do love that. I do like fighting these guys in monster costumes though. It's really good.
It's pretty fun.
Oh wait, mocap guys, mocap.
All right. Oh, I got beat up from off screen. That was rude.
That is so lame. Paul understood the reference when I went, that is so lame.
Oh, What did I miss? What did I miss?
Oh, yeah, here's the bomb.
There is no bomb.
Oh.
Oh,
there it is. There it is.
there we go.
And then you have to go, I know, that's the lamest thing I've ever heard.
What?
Okay, so do you remember, did you ever see the Matrix Reloaded MTV intro thing? With Sean William Scott and Justin Timberlake?
Oh, yeah. Oh, you know what? It's been
I feel like
way too long.
It's just one of those things like when we were teenagers we liked to watch. And apparently Paul understood exactly what I was referring to. And yeah, I guess you would have been a little too young for that to really stick in the memory the same way.
Yes.
But yeah, basically the architect, played by Will Ferrell, so he made some famous games as well as The Matrix, like Dig Dug, and he didn't make Frogger, but he named it because the original creator wanted to call it Highway Crossing Frog. And then they go, that is so lame. He's like, I know. It's the lamest thing I've ever heard. Highway Crossing Frog. Anyways, that's
fairness. It's not very catchy.
It's not a good name.
It's great. I can take the track.
Oh, it sent me right back. Oh dear.
Well, I did not have this kind of trouble last time. Jeez.
No.
I did not struggle like this. Oh no.
I just jumped right down to my death.
Oh, there we go.
Well, at least I'm not special for doing that. Oh, dear.
Well, maybe you are.
Okay.
Thanks, dude.
Hey, no worries. What can I say? I'm here to help.
I thought I was okay.
Oh. So one thing I love that bats attack you in this. There's an ongoing joke about bats in video games. Like, there's so many games where bats attack you that it's almost a joke. Like, there's some new indie developers who just throw bats in games just because bats are always attacking people.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
Not very true to real life. Yeah.
I feel like I've never been attacked by a bat.
Can't say I have. All right. Why is it shaking so much?
Oh, we gotta break it. Oh yeah. Oh, remember that thing's coming.
Right.
Okay. Hey, this time we survived.
No impairments.
Yeah. Actually, this is the first time we played that, and we didn't know that was gonna happen.
That's right. It's the power of clairvoyance. Yeah.
Every time I hear the term clairvoyance, there was some show I watched as a kid, and I remember even at the time, I'm like, this show's too much.
Okay.
But there's a character. Oh, I think it was maybe it was Rocko's Modern Life. There's a superhero who had the nipples of clairvoyance, and his nipples would come out of his chest, like they'd stretch out and jab into your eyes and show you the future.
What?
I know. And at the time, I'm like, whew, this is too much.
That is a little much.
I can't believe that this is kids' television.
Oh boy. Yeah,
the 90s was a weird time.
It was a weird time.
Yeah,
for those Nick cartoons.
Yeah. People were just trying to see what they could get away with in cartoons.
Oh, absolutely.
And the answer was a lot. Well, cat actors are fearless, so therefore
they really are.
You must fear them.
They're vicious. I got that tripod. It's the most fearsome weapon. There we go. You gotta wait for it to say go. Ooh, I got smushed.
Oh, gotta break it, like in Street Fighter 2. There's a Street Fighter 2 collection that has many versions of Street Fighter 2. Oh no, sorry, it's the Street Fighter collection. It's not Street Fighter 2, but there's a million versions of Street Fighter 2 on it. But they have like the original Street Fighter, which most people agree is not nearly as good. And
Street Fighter 2 is really where they found their footing.
And they got like Street Fighter Alpha and all that stuff. So
it's me.
What
am I doing there?
I thought you were running your shop.
This is all very confusing.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's Captain America. Woo!
That's America's ass.
But yeah, I like that there's a lot of these retro collections coming out. Like I just got, I got the Castlevania one. They just released a Contra one as well.
Oh, nice.
And what's nice about it as well is that there's these old games, and I can play them with more modern quality of life things, like basically the
save states. And
saves,
stuff.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, thank God, because Contra's so hard. It really. Like some people, like there's people who are like, oh, Contra's not that hard. I'm like, no. You played it as a child, so you have it all memorized. If you are just playing it, it's hard. Like, and I'm not.
Let's be honest. When you played it as a child, how long did it take you?
Yeah, it's
not
because
like you sat there and finished it in an afternoon.
Oh no!
Oh, we're both dead.
Oh no!
Right. It's like, yeah, I will respawn.
I will avenge you. I would love to get the Contra package, the Street Fighter package. I just think it's good to have those like all collected, you know? Like it just all these freaking skateboarders.
So speaking of those, the game wasn't that hard. I played it as a kid, people.
Yeah.
Right. So here's a true story for you. I was a guest on the channel Game Explain some time ago. A few months ago now, actually. We were doing like a Metroid series retrospective sort of thing. Discussion video. Very fun. Really fun. And we were talking about, just our experience with the different Metroid games. And we were talking about the original Metroid on NES, which I had the same critique of, is that it's really hard. It's a hard game. I don't think that's controversial. It's a hard game.
There's a lot of grinding you have to do.
There is, especially if you... Well, because, if you die, no matter how many health upgrades or energy tanks you have, you will respawn with only 35 health.
Oof.
Which is, a third of what you start with. And then, if you have health upgrades and stuff, it's... And then the only way, is you have to...
Ooh, you got him.
Yeah, I killed Chris Evans. Then you gotta grind to get your health back unnecessarily. Speaking of grinding, he did the opposite. He didn't grind his health back. He grinded his health away.
The way he goes in the movie too.
Oh yeah.
Actually, that's one of the funniest deaths too.
so I said, like, I beat Metroid on the NES just once to say, I've done it.
Yeah.
And I decided I'm not going to do that again. I'm not going to play it again because it was hard to the point where I wasn't having fun.
Fair enough.
So I'd much rather play the remake Zero Mission, which has a lot of quality of life improvements and such, right?
Yeah.
Basically brings the original Metroid up to the standard of Super Metroid. I didn't think that was a very controversial take.
Ooh, but apparently I bet some people disagree.
Yeah, and people are like, oh, these game journalists. I'm not a game journalist. I never claimed to be. But they're like, oh, these stupid game journalists these days who suck at games. And my inner 8-year-old is laughing because I played that game as a kid and I beat it. And I'm like, well, first of all, I said I beat it too. I just said I didn't enjoy it because it has stupid things like you respawn with only 35 health and have to grind unnecessarily for 10 minutes to regain your health.
Just there's nothing wrong with some quality in life improvements. You know?
I'm a grown adult. I have things to do other than sit there and grind for health for 10 minutes in Metroid on the NES.
Was this like a comment section that was?
Oh yeah. Someone in the comments was.
Because it feels like the discussion in the video itself would probably be a little more amicable.
Oh, it totally was. It was in fact, out of the other 3 people, only one of the other ones had actually been finished the game as well. So, sorry, moviegoers.
Or whatever these guys are. I don't know if they're.
I don't know.
Or fans of somebody.
Oh, I guess they're going to go see the concert, maybe, or
yeah, maybe.
Gonna go see the show.
Dogpiling.
Oh.
Woo!
You got him.
Well, to reiterate some points.
I think we broke some ribs there.
I think we're. Are we the bad guys?
We might be.
Come on, save them. Oh yes.
Thanks. You saved my life.
Somebody save
It's the goth kids. They're back.
Oh no. Actually, I got along pretty well with the goth kids when I was in high school.
Oh, so you did.
Well, it turns out they're not so scary. They just like wearing black and makeup and nail polish.
I was like inches away from being one of those goth kids.
I was almost goth too for a little bit until I realized I just didn't have the commitment to it. I just couldn't commit to the full aesthetic. And I jumped really, really high. I wore a lot of black for a little while, and I was the most like half-ass goth.
You don't want a half-ass goth. You quality grade A.
I felt like a poser, and I was a poser, and then the thing is though, at the end of the day, it's not like anyone judged me really about it. I think they just saw me as a guy who wore a lot of black. It just at the end of the day, I just didn't feel genuine and didn't feel like me. So
that's fair.
Not everyone has that. Oh, sorry, I just smacked this poor girl with who's jiggling her boobs.
She
was innocent.
Doing her thing there,
She's just giving me a good jiggle, and I slapped her. And I feel really bad about it. I was after someone else. It was an accident.
You're in the wrong here.
I admit it. I admit I was in the wrong. And she seems no worse for wear. I think she accepted my apology.
She seems to be doing okay. I can't tell if she's cheering us on or if she's just enjoying the music, maybe.
I don't know. Regardless, I appreciate her.
I got $69. Oh, never mind, $70.
Well, these guys are all bunched up together.
They think it's power in numbers, but it actually is the opposite.
It's actually making it really easy.
It is. These poor big guys, they don't even get the sweet release of death.
No, they just sit there cradling their wounds for all eternity.
It's on now.
Unlike Donkey Kong.
I don't even. Oh, okay. I lost track of where it was for a sec.
It's a lot. It's a lot of these.
Just a lot.
These.
That can be the issue with beat 'em ups. I think sometimes it's like sometimes there's just so much going on.
Well, I mean, with these newer ones, the older ones, you used to have to like fight 3 guys at a time, otherwise the screen would flicker. Now we're working on better hardware, so it's not too much of an issue.
It's true. This game isn't the most graphically intensive either, so
yeah. I don't feel like this is stretching the Switch to its limits.
Definitely not.
Oh, it's the girlfriend, ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
She just said exes. Oh no, I'm okay. Now I'm confused.
Come on, buddy! Oh, stop punching me through the floor!
That was really rude.
Trying to save my friend. I'm sorry, when I had my goth phase, I could not punch people through the floor like that.
I couldn't teleport either.
That's what happens when you're only half-ass goth.
I knew I should have committed to the aesthetic.
Yeah, that's what you missed out on. Oh, it's me that's dead. Shoot.
Oh,
I
shoot.
thought it was you. I assumed wrongly.
Come on, come on, come on. Ah!
We'll take the sweet embrace of death.
Woo!
I'm Ghost. I can't help, but I'm here for moral support.
Thanks, man. That's what Wallace was in the movie as well. So
That's true. He was not nearly as active. How you doing back here, big guy?
so they take turns.
Yeah.
Ow! Ooh, ow! Ooh, ow! Ooh.
You enjoying the show?
Oh, I think that's it. I think we're dead. I think. Well, I guess the timing works out pretty well.
I guess
You know,
so.
'cause we gotta call it out anyway. So,
In the words of the Smash Bros. Announcer,
failure. What do you think of Scott Pilgrim versus the World?
it's fun. It's fun. I will say, probably not a game I would play like single player. Definitely feels like a game.
It feels like a good,
It's a couch co-op.
co-op game for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the way I feel about most beat 'em ups. As I think I mentioned in the last time we tried to shoot this, is most beat 'em ups couch co-op is the way to go.
Yeah.
Playing them solo, there's something missing when you're playing it solo. You need the accompaniment. So my apologies, to people who don't have friends.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
For multiple reasons, actually.
But some of us were born with brothers, so therefore we just
It's like having built-in friends.
Yeah,
Who is
yeah.
also built-in enemy.
yeah. It's true. Yeah, I liked it a lot. I thought it was fun.
That was fun. No, it was good. And I definitely feel like it captures a lot of the spirit of the books, especially. Probably the books more so than the movie.
The playful nature, the silly world. But I would like to play that again sometime, just to kind of get a little deeper. And
for sure.
there you go, everybody. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. You can play it or watch us play it again.
Yeah, you just gotta scrub back in the video and relive the experience.
Relive the magic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. All right. Ciao.
Bye.